This is the Irontrader. It is Thursday morning, so it's time to review crude oil here and natural gas. Now remember, natural gas, the EIA report will be out today at 10:30, and then on Friday we have the rig count for crude and natural gas at 1 p.m. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil daily and weekly chart. Let me figure up a little bit. Now, yesterday, what I did is I pointed out, I should say, this could have been a possible bear flag, but it looks like that's going to be all negated. See, here's a classic bear flag right here, okay? Classic bear flag, where you have, 3 days up and then you have a nice big red candle. This looks like this is just wants to go higher, but we got to see here. But right now, it looks like that pattern is going to be negated. So what we have here, let's just look at the downside. So what we want to watch is this 8 SMA. So you're looking at 74.37. Right below it, we have that 21-day at 74.32. And then we have this 50 SMA here sitting at 73.37. Now, what we always also want to watch here is on this weekly. Is this a very, very key level, this 73.78, okay, on a closing basis for the week. So we got today, we got tomorrow. If we can close above that, then we can go, much higher here, right into the next set of resistance here, okay? So today, I say just watch that key 74.37. That is going to be critical. And then we want to watch 74.32. And then we'll come over here to your 73.78. And then we have your 73.77, your 50 SMA here. So we have a nice 4-day pattern here. Now this here was a bottoming tail, but it was also like an indecision kind of a candle. But but what it did is it put in kind of like a bottom situation, because when you take the go all the way across here, see, you can see it held right to this nice support areas here on your candlesticks here. So now we have nice 4-day run. So we got to see how this is going to shake out. But if you can close above that 8-day and that 21-day and that 50-day, then we'd be looking good here to the upside. So let's just take a look here at the upside then. So far today, your high is 74.73. So then we follow your candlestick. So what we want to do, the next level here is going to be 75.16. You look at the bottom of that candle. Then we'll look to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 75.52. We have 75.85. We have 76.06. And then what we have here is you have 76.41. Then what we want to do is next is go to this 50 SMA here. So you're looking at 77.31. And then we have 77.41, which is your 200 SMA. Now this 50-day and that 200-day is going to be very, very strong resistance if it gets up into that area. And then if it does go above, what we have is we follow these candles here. So this is the candle you'd be looking for. This is that 78.14. And then we have 78.55 right above it with your 100 SMA. And then your big retest up here is 79.29. Now, we also have, this is going to be a very, very key level here, is going to be this 78.22, which lines up pretty nice here with your 100 SMA here. So that is going to be critical, because you can see last time how that went right up into it, and boom, it just stopped it right in its ground here. So right now this is looking here pretty bullish here, because your price now is 74.73. This candle here was 74.52, so we have a higher. So that bear flag is negated. See how this bear flag here, when it's all bigged up here, where you had the top of this candle at 72.60. This candle only got to 71.96, so that was a lower, and that brought it right on down here, okay? So that was a classic bear flag there. But this, you had a possibility if you couldn't get through, but it looks like today's pattern wants to go higher. Okay, now again, if, say, this does sell off here, you want to watch that 8 SMA here, you want to watch this 21-day, and then obviously this key 50-day and your 8 SMA. So you have a lot of good support. But if that is all lost, then we'll come to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 72.38. You have 71.79, and then we have the bottom of that one, which is 71.41. Now, you can see this price channel here. See how they're leveling off nice. So it went all the way down, and now it's layering itself right back on up here. So your 70.50, which is basically that candle right there, which is a nice double bottom here situation, off of this 70.47. See that double bottom situation? And then we had a nice run on up. This was another double bottom here. You had 70.13, 70.06, nice double bottom. Went right on up here, but that was your sell point because it could not hold that 50 SMA and then came right on down. But that nice double bottom ran on up here. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. So when we look to that candle here, we always look to the left of the chart here where we come into our support levels. Okay, so that's what we want to look at. But right now, this just looks like it wants to go higher. So for today, keep your eye on a closing basis. Okay, that's the key, is on a closing basis is that 8 SMA here, your 21 SMA, okay, and then your 50 SMA. These are going to be all critical on a closing basis. This 8 SMA is going to be critical for the week. Tomorrow, okay, on a closing basis is going to be that 73.78. If you can rally up higher and this goes higher, then we just follow these candles here all the way on up here. Okay, just go sideways, all the way on up here until we can get to this key 50 SMA here, your key 200 SMA here at 77.41, and then your 21 SMA here at 78.22, and then 78.55, and then possible retest of 79.29. But again, it's not going to blast through that because you can see like how it is in the past. It comes right up into it, you know what I'm saying? And then it pulls out, and then it's going to take a little bit there. And then the key is can hold above it. That's going to be very, very critical. Your RSI here, well, you're looking good here. Actually, on your RSI, there's no divergence or anything, but you're still looking good. Your MACD, your momentum now, you're going sideways, which is always good. But you need a bullish crossover. Once you get that crossover where that green is above that red, then you can see where she just wants to rally right on up. Now, I've been watching this MACD here too. This is on a weekly. That green wants to. It's just jonesing it. It wants to get above that red, but so far nothing. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. So right now the pattern's looking very good. See this 200 SMA? Look how nice that's been holding this whole time here, okay? And what I also like about this is look at this 8 SMA. It came down and then it flattened down, and now it's on an uprise just like your 200-day. So remember, we're coming into seasonality here. This is already the 8th of the month here of February. So we're coming to seasonality where you can actually buy all this here and then run this up into Memorial Day, 4th of July, and even all the way into Labor Day and hurricane season, which is the end of September. Okay, so last weekend I posted a video there. You can check it out at the weekend edition on all the seasonality, and I have crude on there, natural gas. I have gasoline, and I have all the indexes and the VIX, the whole 9 yards. Everything is on there. But if you're trading the crude, check it out here. It might give you just a little bit of leverage. Anything you can do to give yourself an edge is always good. Okay, let's see what old natty gas is doing. Okay, here we have natural gas, your hourly and your 4-hour chart. Now we can see how this has come from. This is that contract roll, okay? Sold down and then just absolutely nothing. But the biggest part of this is why this is, you can just see the lower lows here all the way down, is basically because what it is the U.S., the administration, they're putting a hold on these 13 pipelines for LNG, okay? And that really puts a big crimp in exporting liquefied natural gas here, okay? And then when you add the seasonality to this right now, this is also very a tough situation here for natural gas. It just, every day you're putting in a series of lower lows here. Now you see, so now you put in 1.956. So that is going to be very critical. But when you look at these price channels, how they're rolling over, it just doesn't give you any kind of a shot. So what we want to watch here today here on the downside is you want to watch that 8 SMA here. So we're sitting at 1.97. You're sitting at 1.975 here, this 21-day. And then your big retest is 1.95 here. So this is just looking, you just got series. When you have series of lower highs and lower lows, that's never very good. So when you look here on your 4-hour chart, well, you can see your price channels. They were holding, but now they're just coming right on down. So your top of your channel is 2.10, and your bottom is 1.95. But you really need to get back above this candle, 2.16, for this here to go higher. Other than that, it just basically sideways to down. It's just like a big old drip coming on down. But next, we're going to look at a set of charts here is going to be a weekly and a monthly. Okay, here we have a weekly and a monthly. Now you can see where this is just looking really, really ugly here. Okay, so now you're down to all the way down here, 1.96. So this is your key retest that I've been pointing out here, 1.946. That is absolutely key and very, very critical on a support level. Okay, so that's been holding up here for look how long, how many weeks that's been holding up here. So far it's holding up, but not very good. Okay, so let's just look here, say this is lost. So you take these price, see where you have your price channel. That's at 1.946 right here. Okay, see that? Okay, now you can look at this chart and you can see where your 21 roll, and this is a monthly. Okay, so this takes time. You're all the way down. Your 8-day is all the way down. And now what we're doing is you're barely hanging on to that 1.946. So this is your big target, but what we ought to do is in between, there's always support levels. So the easy way to do it is just look at the bottom of the candle. So right there, your next level is you have 1.852. That'll be your next support. And then right below it, we have 1.795. Okay. So then what we do is we'll come over to this candle. You have 1.64. And then what we have here is you have 1.52. And then basically 1.44 is your retest here on your natural gas. So this is a very, very tough situation here for natural gas for as far as anything that's bullish. Now, yesterday I scalped the KOLD. Right now, I just go out flat here on natural gas because I don't see any catalyst. I don't see anything here. Ever since they put the hold on those pipelines in that LNG, there's just nothing to give it any edge. And then we take the seasonality that we have right now. There's just nothing here. Again, that weekend edition had the nat gas seasonality chart along with regular chart, so you can really get a good grip on what I'm actually talking here. So check it out here on the YouTube channel. But realistically, that is going to be your big target if this 1.946 is gone. Now, it's not going to go directly there, so you just want to follow the candlesticks here. Always look to the past because where it's been is usually where it's going. Same way with the upside, okay? So, well, now that being said, remember, natural gas, if you have a real hot summer, we've had an El Nino winter. If you have a real hot summer, natural gas, that's where you have the most use because the power plants need to fire up for all the air conditioners and all that, everything that you need here for the power. So let's not get too excited here. You know what I'm saying? Look for an opportunity, but right now the opportunity is lower. All right, let's take a look here on a daily chart. All right, here we have your daily chart. Now, you can see here the run, there's that 1.946 that I was talking about. See, there's just absolutely nothing here, okay? See, this is just going lower. Now, I've been pointing out this 8 SMA here. This is key, 2.047. So realistically, you need to get above that, okay? If you can close above that, then we just ratchet up here, okay? So we're looking basically at 2.10. You're looking here at 2.12, and then we have 2.158. But the key level is going to be right here at 2.166. This is your gap, okay? And there's your fill. But in between there, we go to the left of the chart. You have 2.23, 2.27, 2.29. And then we'll come over here. You have 2.31 and 2.32. Then we can go back up here to the left of your chart. You have 2.38 here, and we have 2.41. And then your gap fill there is 2.42. But everything is going to be basically hinged if you can get back above this 8 SMA at 2.40. If you can, then we just follow the candles up here. But this is the critical candle at 2.16. That is going to be the critical candle. If you get above, we can follow all that, and then we can have a possible gap fill. So there's your gap, and then there's your fill. But this 8 SMA here, like I always point out, look at this. See, when these 8 SMA here, when that price gets below it, what happens? It just keeps on following. It's just fighting it the whole way. That's exactly what we're having here. See this? This is just like going right off the rails kind of a situation. So when you even look at your MACD, look how that is completely bearish. There is no momentum there at all. And when you look at your RSI, the same thing. Now, I looked at this low here, then we have a real low, even have a bigger low here, and then we have a higher low. So that was a positive divergence, but with that contract roll, it kind of throws that chart all off, just like the rest of the charts here. So bottom line today is watch this key level here, 2.046 on the upside, and then watch that 1.94 on the downside. Okay, that's what I got for you on the old Crude and Natty Gas. I'll be back later today after pit close, 2:30. Thanks for watching.